Hey you guys, this is J.Zidor, and I promise you guys, I'm not doing the number two. That's nasty. I can't. Um, but I am here, and I know I know because the thing is going off in the background. You know how it does that sometimes. Um, I'm in my wife beater today. I'm giving thug realness. I'm giving thug realness. Yes. What I want to talk about today, what I want to talk about today is Wendy Williams and Beyonce Knows. I guess there was a little scribble on the William. I can't. I mean, I can talk in a British accent, but their lingo is so different. So it's kind of hard to keep up. Um, the accent for me because I want to say American slang, but they don't really say that over there. So it's like, what's up, Shorty? Like, no, that don't work. Um, so what we'll be talking about today is Beyonce, Wendy Williams, and we'll be talking about how, I guess, there was a situation, there was a situation on her show, Wendy Williams' show, where Wendy Williams was coming for Beyonce. And, um, saying that Beyonce sounds like she had a fifth grade education. Um, I'm typing something because I'm trying to do some research on something. I'm sorry, I'm being real ratchet, y'all. National anthem. Right. Well, Wendy Williams was saying that Beyonce. It sounded like Beyonce had the like she taught like she was like had a fifth grade education. Like I'm talking right now, and I don't believe that's necessarily true. Not because I'm a big Beyonce fan, but solely because I kind of understand why she kind of sounds like that a little bit. If everybody knows I'm a big Beyonce fan. I think that the reason why she sounds the way she does is because Beyonce is from Texas. She's from Texas, and everybody knows in my Phaedra Parks voice. Everybody knows that when you that Texas speaking people they generally have like a very 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 thick accent, and Beyonce she is one of those people. There's an old video when Beyonce was 16 years old and Beyonce was just like, "Hi, I'm Beyonce, and if you ever see my damn like seriously, that's how she was talking. Like if you ever see me down the street and you ask me for an autograph and I ever have an ESD attitude, you just slap me because and some other shit she said. Um, and she did say slap me just like that. But she had a very thick accent, and I think she's very conscientious of that because I think the way how she speaks now is more like I don't want to say widely acceptable, but in the sense it's more appealing because talking like these is not not for a person like Beyonce of her caliber. Like she is an icon, she is a legend, and she is one of those people who who she's one of those people like I want my icon talking like that. Like I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like leave that to Monica, leave that to Brooke Valentine, leave that to those type of girls. Like Beyonce ain't that type of girl. Like she just not. And I think that's why she come out. Like I think she's very conscientious of how she sounds, not necessarily with how she what she says, but how it comes off because her accent, her technically her real speaking voice is very, very thick. And if you see some previous interviews with Beyonce, it's not really a lot. You really have to catch it. Sometimes her accent will come out, and it'd be like you have to be like, oh, like in this. I remember this one interview. I don't remember what it was or who it was with, but she ended up catching herself, and she was like, yeah. And I think that's why she don't even like to look at like if you like there's an MTV TRL not award MTV TRL um interview she did, and she said she was speaking, and you heard it so clear. It was like, oh my god, like she not that you heard it so clear. I don't know what I'm talking about no more. But they were showing like an old video, like her first MTV TRL interview, and I guess that's why she hates seeing her old interviews because of how she was a kid and she was shit like that. Maybe that's when she had herself. But just playing. Just joking, just joking. Because the kids will come for me, honey, and I don't even got that type of time. Okay? Um, but no. And Wendy Williams is Kiki. Like, but the way how Beyonce speaks, it does make you think like, is she that educated? Um, and not saying that this hurt her, but it kind of made people's assumptions like verified, like when not verified, I don't want to say like, but it kind of like made people go, okay, oh, maybe this is true. Maybe she doesn't have education. Maybe she isn't fun. Because when she went back to get her GED, mind you, I haven't heard anything else about that. All I know is that she went. I still know if she got it, but whatever. But she I think that made people go, oh, maybe she is kind of stupid because she got it so late. I don't necessarily think that's the reason. I just feel like, in my opinion, because the way how she used to speak, she's very conscientious of how she sounds. So she might talk a little slower to make sure she's thinking while she's speaking, like I do. That's why she's my half sister. Nobody really knows that. Oh, hello, I hear it's blonde. It's blonde, baby. um. What else I want to talk about? I want to talk about my girl. I know I talked about this before, but I'm so excited. I've never been excited for the Super Bowl in life. Like, I'm not the type of girl. Um, Beyonce, Super Bowl, 2013. It's gonna be awesome. I think she's the first woman to. That's what I was typing. That's what I was like. So I wanted to make sure because I don't want to be talking all this shit, but I've never heard of a woman doing the Super Bowl and then doing the anthem. And it's funny, no, 9 years ago, next year, she performed. Was that 2000? No, it was no, was it 2003? She didn't. No, it was 2003, 2004 when she performed at the Super Bowl. So she performed at the Super Bowl 2004, but 9 years next year would be 9 years that she sung her rendition of the Super Bowl national anthem. And Beyonce has the best Super Bowl national anthem next to Whitney Houston. Everybody knows that. And I can't wait to see what she's gonna bring. I hope she gives a production like she did at Rebel. But Beyonce, girl, and I know you like to try it because you be trying it. Um, um, don't try it like you did it. Don't bring no shit from Rebel because you think, mind you, everybody watches on YouTube because now that you think that these people are not going to copy your tea. That you're gonna, because Beyonce will bring some shit to another venue, she'll still kill it. But it's not gonna be like, oh my god, like I want production. I want you to channel the Rebel performance. I want you to parallel it. Like, give us Revel, but give it to us differently. Don't give us the same lighting. Don't give us um, the same perform. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course, with the choreography, you have to do the same choreography. I mean, secretly, you should change it up. I mean, the Super Bowl is only what, like another month away. I mean, you can come up with some more choreography. But I'm just saying. But you know, you always have to do the single ladies choreography. And you always have to do crazy love choreography. Too epic for you to change that. Um, what else would I say? But yeah, I want more. Like, I want something different. I want something hot. And I know that Beyonce, you're going to slay the girls like you always do. What else I want to talk about was I want to get a little personal. Talk about me, of course. I don't know. Like, lately, I've been very, very, very. What can I say? Like, an emotional roller coaster. Um, and I think, like, I just, just been feeling it down. Like, you know, just been really. I went to Apache Cafe this Wednesday, and you know, they, as an artist, you get the door slammed in your face more often than you get it wide open, and I love the fact that it makes me feel like an artist. You know, um, it makes me feel like an artist. That the door is going to be slammed in my face 1,000 times, and hopefully whenever it opens, it has. I mean, it hasn't been almost to 1,000, but it feels like it has. But I went there and I performed, and I didn't do a great job like I wanted to. It was kind of hard for the guys to follow me. I really never had a situation before where guys didn't, were pianists and you know a band had to follow me because I've sung at church before. So I've never had situations like that. Um, but it was very. My cousin is nasty. Why you got that toothpaste looking like that? That's, I swear, men are stupid. But anyways, back to me. Um, I just feel like um these to want to be an artist, want to sing, you have to have that thick skin, and you have to. I mean, like, because after I got off the stage, and I wanted to find out what was the problem, because I just wasn't following it, and I just wasn't following it, and I talked to the guitarist it was, and I was telling him like, what happened? Like, you know, I want to know what's wrong because I want to get better and I want to come back and I want to kill it next time I come back because I just want to do a great job. And he was like, oh no, I mean, it wasn't. He was saying that my ear, I wasn't really like. I would get them. I would follow. Like, they were following me, and I was basically switching keys a little bit, like, a little pitchy, in the words of Randy Jackson, which is understandable. Um, I just felt like it's hard to hear when you haven't, like, for me, I haven't had training, like, really. I've sung in church, but I've never really had that type of training to sing on pitch and sing, really worked out my ear like that. So it's really hard for me to like hold harmonies and, I ain't singing everywhere around the world, but I mean, I do sometimes, can go off. I mean, every singer is like that. Not every singer is like that, but everybody has their thing that makes them not perfect yet. Especially when you're an amateur singer like I am. Um, and that's why I do a lot of YouTube videos, and that's why I do a lot of one take YouTube videos. Because when I do my videos, I just put them out there because I'm kind of just being raw. A lot of my videos I just one take because I want people to know that I'm not coming on YouTube to be perfect. I'm singing and saying, this is me, this is my voice, and take it. This is me. Just basically saying this is me. And I don't know. I really like to sing and do other stuff like that. But I've been down because I'm having a little bit of situations with. I'm not going to tell you all the tea. Trust, because I don't got time for nobody. Because this will be on YouTube, and I don't have no time for nobody to be trust. But it will be on YouTube, and I just don't got that time. I have a little bit of situations with love. Not love. I don't want to say love because it's not love. It's just more um, like for people who are the more submissive character in the relationship, or in not in a relationship because I'm not in a relationship, but and I don't want to sound like I am in a relationship because that's gonna be real creepy. If the person see this and they be like, "Oh, bitch, you is cuckoo for cocoa puffs." Now I got time for that because I'm not. Um, um, Shout out to Nicki Minaj and her facial expressions, girl. Like you is a Kiki girl, and I just be like, girl. I be like, Nicki. Like I was watching her on the Breakfast Club, and she was just like, and like she would talk to one of the girls, and she would talk to that girl. She was like, "Yeah, I don't even listen to my music, you know." And she was like, "I just like Nicki, like have several." Bitch. Yes, girl, get your life and get your life. Um, but yeah, she was a mess. But so I'm not in a relationship, but it's this person that I feel like has been flirting. Not feel like I has that has been flirting. I can say comfortably has been flirting. Point blank period. And I understand because oh damn, I ain't started like that. I started with submissive. When you are the more submissive person in the relationship and liking someone and in that, I mean, you can be a straight man, you can be a straight woman, you can be a gay man, you can be, I mean, not in, I mean, you can be the most hardcore looking person, but still play that submissive role. Or you can be the softest person and still, like, look the softest. It's not about the image, it's about the way how it is. I mean, how you are, like, inside, internally. So clearly, I play the more submissive person in in a partnership, or in the likings of someone. And so I've been digging this person. I won't not that long, but I've known that person for about a couple of months now, and it's just been very. It's been weird because I've been feeling like this person is like kind of playing me in a sense, and not in the sense of like, I've just been feeling like this person knows what they are doing, and this person knows that, and this person's going to tell me that they don't know, and that's what kills me. Because don't be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Like if I call you out on your shit, don't continue to lie. Like I hate when people do that. Like if I'm calling you out, I'm calling you out, and just be like, because if the person call me out, I'd be like, okay, yeah, like yeah. So back to the whole submissive thing, because um, when you are that type of way, you do the you give the 60 while the other person is giving, like, what is that, like 40, I think. Um, yeah, like 40, whatever. Um, so it makes it more easier because you're the one with the initial with the initial reaction. But I'm like I said, I just started liking this person. I would say probably we're in December right now, and I would say probably September, probably like end of August, September. So just and it just is like but I won't say no, I won't say that long. I say after I came after. I tried it. Um, I would say October. October. I was just like, yeah, I think I'm liking this person. I think I am, but it wasn't till after I got back from somewhere. I was like, oh yeah, because you go somewhere and you trying to not get that person off your mind, but just you going somewhere and that person isn't even it should even come up and they still come up. That's when you know, okay, yeah, I like this person a lot. And I tell you, he's so sexy. But he I like a guy who's very like chill and cool and like how can I say like chill and cool. I don't like a guy who like I don't like no thugs. I used to like thugs back in the day. I don't like no thugs no more because thugs I don't got time for it. Like they want you like I mean any man on the down low wants you to be a secret. I mean, and I don't got time for that either. Not no more. I'm not. I don't want to be no one's secret. I don't want to be no one's like. I don't have a problem with the guy saying. I don't have a problem with the guy being like, you, me, you. This is a DL thing. Let me know, but don't treat me as if I am your DL bitch, because I don't got time for that. And like like don't treat me like that because that's not cool. Like like I'd rather us chill at secluded places, even out in public. Like some places that your people won't go to, versus you coming to my house at like 2 o'clock in the morning and you wanted something and then you leaving. Like, bitch, we don't got time for that. And I know a lot of gay men who are cool with that. And before, because like I said, I was into that at one time, and it was more like a dangerous, like feeling. It was more like, oh my god, like this is spontaneous more so because. But now, me being 23 years old, me growing the fuck up, and just realizing that that ain't hot. Like that's not something that I would want to be associated with. Like I don't want someone to I don't want someone to not make me feel like I have to give so much, and then when I give so much, it's like I'm still getting that 40 in return, that 30 in return, that 20 in return. Then absolutely it's gonna be nothing in return. And it's like then you ready to bounce, and now I done invested so much time into it. Nobody got time for that. So with this person, college educated. My God, my God. When I found out that was like, cause I mean, I wasn't expecting this person to be, not college educated. Not saying that this person is coming off stupid. Not like they, read on the fifth grade level, bro, no shade. Um, but saying that I just because this person, and I don't want to sound racial, but a lot of black men, including myself, 'cause I didn't go to college, don't have anything, don't even have a high school diploma, let alone a degree. And I was just like, ooh, I didn't find that was the I'm sitting on the top of the toilet. Um, so don't try it. Um, but no, and it's just like, got their own, see where they're going in life. And it's just like, oh, okay. Like, that's sexy. That's sexy. These niggas walking around with their pants low, walking around showing their ass, thugging. That ain't hot when you get a certain age. Now, if you, and I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't start having sex until I was 18. But I know a lot of people, a lot of gay men, a lot of straight men, a lot of straight women, a lot of gay women who were having sex earlier. So I'm gonna say like, when you like 15, 16, 17 and you sexually active and you doing all this and doing all that, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't really, I would say it like that's fun. Because it is fun. Like I said, it's spontaneous, so it's fun. But when you get to the point where it's like you want more than that type of image, because raised in Miami, that's what I got: dreads, dope boys, and I thought that was just one boy when I was like 17, and um when I was 17, I moved around a lot. So I'm not gonna say where in Miami. 'Cause I don't got time for nobody coming back and shooting me when I go back down there. Bitch, you won't be putting my face on the t-shirt. I don't got time for that. Um, uh, when I was like 17, and I remember uh he used to come out the door. There was two guys at 17 actually, and one was like my complexion, get into his face. And then one was like brighter. But I'm gonna tell you about him like the brighter one, the second one. Um, and he had like dreads, and he would stand outside the door, and I'd be like outside reading the book or playing a video game or something, and just outside just reflecting, maybe writing something. I don't know. And we were always like when he'd be outside, we'd look at each other, and then we'd look away. And I'd be like, and I'd be thinking to myself, hope he ain't thinking that. Hope he's not. Hope he like. I can't even say it on YouTube, but he was like, it was just that energy when we just look at each other, and I just be like, okay. But then he was like so thuggish and so fine, and I was just like, oh my god. But that's what I was drawn to. But now I'm drawn to education. I'm drawn to men who are into politics. I'm drawn to men who want more, like who I can sit down and talk and be like, oh, my goal, like, especially if they're in like, college or something, my goal is to, um, you know, be a professional NBA player. Like, it's not about the fact that they want to do that. It's about the fact that they have a dream. And, I have a dream for music. So that's, it's more like, I guess we have like similarities in in the sense, like we like the same thing. We both have a place where we want to be. And I want to rock with somebody who like, this is my goal. I'm going to do this and this and this to get there because I know that it's just sexy to have a goal. Like that's sexy to me. So back to this person. and And this person, have his own, and it's working at a very nice job too, baby. Very nice job. When I say nice job, I mean nice job. And I don't want to sound like a gold digger because I make my own coins. Trust, and I can go anywhere I want to go. Trust. Um, but they have like they have a great job and they have they have things that makes me go like I want to meet you so much, and I just want to tell you. But see, I'm one of the type of people who's nervous. Like I don't like rejection because I'm too flat for rejection. Like it's not like I mean I think nobody likes rejection, but I think like just like failing in music or like at Apache, her album's horrible. I don't have a problem with failing in that aspect, but I have a problem with failing with telling somebody because when you tell somebody that you like them and when you harbor it in for so long, it's like all you want to hear is yes. You don't want to hear no. You don't want to hear maybe so. You don't want to hear let's be cut buddies. You don't want to hear none of that. You want to hear I like you. Let's work something out. Or let's work something out. Let's see. Let's go on a date or two and see how we click. Um, that's what it's kind of basically about. And I just feel like I want to tell that person like let's just grab some eat one day. Let's just grab some eat. And I'm afraid that person will be like, no. Or I would let this person know via Facebook. because I have this person's number, but I can't fix my mouth to go, I want to talk to you. Like, I can't fix my mouth to be like, I like you so much. That's so ugly when I do that. I need to stop doing that. But yeah, this person is a great person. So now that we're done talking about that, I want to talk about Rihanna's album going number one. I am so happy for Rihanna and her number one album. Um, Unapologetic is one of those albums that this isn't my favorite Rihanna album, and it's one of those albums that are like that. Like when you find something not to be your favorite, that's when you're like, oh, this is gonna be number one. Um, Rihanna, this I like literally. I like Fresh Off the Runway, and I like Poured Up, and that's practically it. I feel like Talk That Talk, bitch, should have been number one. That should have been your first number one album because of the sole fact that album is slaying. When I say you have hit after hit after hit after that, I can listen to. I can't. I'm trying to listen to that Unapologetic, but I can't listen to it all the way through. It's just something about the music isn't that hot on that album, and I feel like I'm the only person who thinks that way. But to me, it isn't like slanging like Talk That Talk was, it or like Loud or like Good Girl Gone Bad. It's not that hot. It ain't. It. I mean, Fresh Off the Runway is like my favorite song off that album. I could listen to that song back to back to back. That should be a single. Hopefully it will. But Talk That Talk, I mean, you had We Found Love, you had You the One, you had Where Have You Been, you had We All Want Love, and the fact that you make a video for that, that you really tried it. You had Talk That Talk, the single. You had you had so many good songs on that album, Rihanna, and it was just like, but it takes it be like that sometimes. It's like the the excitement for one album always kind of promotes the other album, and you know Rihanna is one of those artists who makes an album every year. I mean, the fact that you have 7 albums and you've only been out since 2005 is 2005. So that's 7. I mean, she came out with an album a year, kind of, sort of. But she came out with 2 albums in 1 year. Not one calendar year, but like, because she came out with Music of the Sun, she turned around and came out with A Girl Like Me, like in, I want to say like, 2006, and turned around and came out with Good Girl Gone Bad, and turned around and came out with Rated R, and turned around and came out with Loud, and turned around and came out with Talk That Talk, and now so she came out with like 7 albums a year, which is, I mean, fine, but I feel like when you come out with music that much, nothing's organic. Like nothing is Rihanna. Like I can't, I don't feel like when I listen to, like the only song I feel like I listen to and I go, Rihanna, this is the song that Rihanna likes the most. Like We Are. Like I feel like when I listen to that song, I'm like, I don't know who, because she sings that song with conviction. To me, I'm just like, okay, girl, you really sing that song. Even though the lyrics are redundant as hell, and they're practically the same thing. Like the first and the second verse is the same verse. She just sings it a little different, but I'm not gonna go in. Um, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I don't feel like I think she needs to take a break and come back. And um, why does it do that? Wait, no, it ain't doing that no more. I feel like she need to take a break and come back with something and just make it hot because it's not what she's doing is not. It's not. I don't think it's even healthy because it's like music. You know, artists always say music is supposed to be therapeutic. Music. This is the music is an embodiment of me. Like like Christina Aguilera. Even though her albums lately haven't been selling that much, I feel that she is a definition of an artist. Like she comes out with an album every couple of years, which isn't a good thing either. I don't feel like you should take 4 years off, but I don't feel like you should make an album every fucking year. Like, because I feel like, one, you're losing your audience. When Christina Aguilera went from Back to Basics to Bionic, you know the hell came out in that 2006? Bionic came out 2010, 2006. You know, like 4 years. You know what came out between 2006 and 2010? Lady fucking Gaga. So she came out, Christina Aguilera can't even sell 100,000 copies. So that's the problem. You can't let somebody steal your audience. And I feel like Christina Aguilera audience, her core fans still rock with her. Like my friend Johnson that lives in Miami. He still rocks with her, but I don't feel like she I don't feel like that's a smart move for you to come up with an album every 4 years. Like, who the fuck said that was logical? Like, who told you that? Because they lied. Like, that makes no sense. Like, you have to keep your fans wanting more. Beyonce don't do that. Beyonce came out with I Am Sasha Fierce. Oh, Beyonce kind of, but see, thing with Beyonce, she don't just fall off the face of the planet. Like, she doesn't do that. She in that time, because Beyonce isn't like, she doesn't expose a lot. When she does expose something, that even makes news. Like, you know, she okay. I Am Tasha Fierce came out 2010. No, 2008. Her next album did come out to 2011. So, I Am Tasha Fierce, 2008, 9, 10, 11. 3 years. In that 3 years, but mind you, I Am Sasha Fierce didn't come out to the end of 2008. The end of like November, like of 2008. So technically, she didn't promote that album like really that hard until like 2009. So that's when the album really like got banging and jumping. And this Single Ladies was, you can go nowhere for like a year and a half without hearing that song. Like, Single Ladies was the hottest song for literally like a year. Like, on the Billboard for like Billboard charts for like a year and a half, because that song was so hot. And then she came out with DVDs, fragrances, other stuff that made her relevant. So even if she didn't come out with music from the end of 2009 to 2010, she still had something that we could be like, okay, Beyonce is still making her round. She's still making it like, that she's still doing stuff. Christina Aguilera don't do that. Christina Aguilera falls off the face of the planet and then expect for people to want to buy her album. Like, no. Like, who does that? But Rhianna needs to slow the hell down, because Rhianna, girl, you can't be coming out with albums every year like that. Because me as a fan, because I'm a fan of Rhianna, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like a huge fan like I used to be, but I'm a fan of hers, and I think that she just needs to like calm down. Not necessarily with her actions, because I feel like her actions make her more like intriguing and want people to know more about her and be around her and see her and do all this other stuff. But I don't want to see Rihanna. I don't want to see her like having a meltdown or, being exhausted. I mean, she already went to the hospital for being exhausted already. Like, just calm, just slow down. You don't even have to just take a 10-month break. Like, just take a break. Because, I mean, and even people were saying the same thing about Beyonce. Beyonce need to take a break. But Beyonce ain't worked as, like, hard. But Beyonce comes out with something at least every year. Like, from 97 to 2012. She does something every year. Trust. Every year. But I want to end this video with Ciara. Ciara, I am so proud of you. Like, I am so proud of you, girl. Oh, I'm gonna end this video with something else. Because, and I know your videos are not really like charting. I don't really know how good your singles are doing. But I know I'm proud of you. Have me back enthusiastic about your music. I know that your videos on Vivo and YouTube are they have decent numbers. But you're coming back harder than Gimme That. Gimme That was like I liked it, but I wasn't gonna. That didn't make me want to buy that album. I want to buy this next album. I'm probably not gonna buy it the first week because the only person I buy the first week is Beyonce. I'm just keeping it 100 with you, girl. It is what it is. But I do want to. I am going to buy this album whenever this album come out because I honestly feel like this album is this album is something that a lot of people are going to be like, yeah. I feel like with Ciara, she fell off because she lost that edge, like she lost that swag, and like her to me, I feel like her and Beyonce have a lot in common. Like, and I don't mean to compare them to, but that's the only person I can compare to because that's the person who I feel like she is. Like when see, I feel like Beyonce, she is doing this like the same thing that Beyonce is doing, but it just isn't to the magnitude. Like I feel like when they perform, you can't tell Ciara nothing. Okay, you can't. When I say you can't tell Ciara a motherfucking thing. When she gets on that stage and she just slays some of the girls, not all the girls, but she slays most of the girls when she get on the stage. Um, but I feel like I think Ciara had like a little country accent too that she need to calm down because because Ciara doesn't even sound the same when she speaks. It doesn't seem, I don't say natural, but it just doesn't, something don't seem like all the way right with her, I guess, being comfortable in her fame. Like when I hear Ciara, I'm like, or when I see her, I just see a person who changed, but is saying because this is what people like from me, I'm gonna give them this. But that ain't even like who I like. It's not a perfect gel like how Beyonce is. Like you still get that old Beyonce, but you still love the new Beyonce. And I feel like with Ciara, like people love the old Ciara because she was that. She's the, and this is even Beyonce didn't even do this. Like she is the only person, the only black female since Brandy in the '90s who came up like that girl next door. Like Beyonce tried to do that, but it wasn't like as organic. Ciara, when she came out, it was like, oh, that's that girl next door. I know a girl like that. I know a girl who fun, who like real relatable, who can kick it. You know what I mean? Like she fit in with everybody. Like that's how Ciara came out, and I think that's what a lot of people like with a little bit of ratchetness. But I feel like Ciara, she got around Kim Kardashian, not Kim Kardashian, not to say Kim Kardashian per se, her like Kim Kardashian, but she got around Hollywood, and she just well, my name is Ciara, and like, no, bitch, no, we don't work like that. Like, it just didn't seem organic. And then you start coming out with them late ass singles, and it just went downhill. And it's just like, Ciara, come back, girl, we need you. But this album, I feel like this album is kind of that merger that I'm talking about. I feel like it's when I hear Ciara, and it's like I'm comfortable with being like, okay, this is gelling perfectly. Like I'm not saying I'm finally accepting because it's not about me. I think it's people. Period. I think it's like you finally have that music that's still giving us the old Ciara, but still giving us like where you want us to go, where you want to take us with that girl. I don't feel like I feel like Gimme That, which is another favorite Ciara song of mine. I still like they played in the club. I'm going to fuck in. I feel like Ciara Gimme That wasn't as strong enough. Like not strong enough as a single because it was a hot single, but I don't feel like it was the perfect merger for her fans to be like, for her to be like, I'm giving you the old Ciara, but it wasn't a great evolution. Ironically, and I'm not gonna go there, but it wasn't a great like. It wasn't like let me take you from this to this. Like where I feel like with the even with Sorry, like I personally don't really care for that song. But when I've heard it just to analyze, and I'm just like yeah, I feel like she's taking me to the next level of where she want to take the Ciara brand, the Ciara music at with this new song. I think it's called "Give It to Me Good," or let me look it up. I want to be, you know, I want to make sure I know my T. Ciara. No, the first. Um. Oh y'all. Got Me Good. That's what it's called. It's called Got Me Good. You got me good, my back aching, my bra too tight, my booty shaking from the left to like that is like that. That's that 2004 Ciara, okay? That's the Ciara I'm talking about right there. That's the Ciara I miss, and she's really. Let me look up these lyrics, honey. Let me just listen to these lyrics recite these lyrics real quick. Got me good, my back aching, my bra too tight, my booty shaking from. Oh, I'm still putting good. Got me good lyrics. There you go. My back is aching, my bra too tight, my booty shaking from the left to the right. My back is aching, I'm so in love, baby. All I know is you got me good. It's been a long time. It's been too long, baby, too long. It's time to start a new game, and new game. It's been too long, baby, too long. Let's play before it's too late. It's too late. Put your hands on my eye, baby, touch me like that. Make my body boom when you touch me like that. Touch me like that. When you touch me like that. Make my body boom when you touch me like that. Nobody can make me feel so right. Nobody but you. Nobody can make me feel like dancing all night. Nobody. That's how, you know what? I think the reason why I like the song, because it's something to think of that boy that I was telling you about earlier, because, baby, I mean, one day he was like, oh, I see you all day. I see you all day. He like started poking me. I was just like, why are you poking me for? I was like, I know you miss it. Like, I was just been off flirting and stuff. I was trying to, a bitch can't flirt. I really can't. Like, I'm not bad at it. I can do it, but when I'm in the moment, I'm like, oh, I'm flirting. Then I try to be more flirty subconsciously. Then that's when I mess up. Put your hands on my when you touch me like. Oh no, I have to end this with Taylor Swift. Bitch, I love me some Taylor Swift now. I am a huge fan of Taylor Swift. When I say huge fan of Taylor Swift, I love this girl. I'm not gonna buy her albums because her vocal quality is not where it needs to be for me to own. But I love her singles. I love her singles. I watched her E special the other day, and I watched it twice before I watched it this third time. But this third time, I just fell in love with her. Like I was like, that's what I'm talking about, Taylor. Yeah, you better go from selling 30,000 copies in one week to selling 600,000 copies the next week and selling 1 million copies next album. Girl, you better. She went from selling 30 something thousand copies on her first album to selling 600,000 copies on her second album to selling 1 million copies on her third album to selling another 1 million copies on her fourth album. Girl, you better get your life. That's what you better do, okay? Because that bitch is selling records, okay? Beyonce ain't even do nothing like that. And that's all I got to say about that one. But I love me some Taylor Swift now. I follow her on Twitter. I need to stop and follow. I need to stop and follow all people. And the boy I like, I used to follow him on Twitter, but he made me mad the other day, so I unfollowed him and I unfollowed him on Facebook. He was acting like a man, stupid. And Melanie and Morrow. Girl, I don't know what's up with you, but you need to get all the way the fuck together. Get it together, Melanie. This music you coming out with, girl, get it together. Not on my watch, girl. Like, get it together, Melanie. Like, I voted for you and everything on X Factor. You coming out with this lame ass music. This music sucks, Melanie. You from Sunrise, Florida. You from Florida. You from the bottom. I'm from Miami, so I rep you hard. But I don't even rep you because it's like your music, nobody knows you. Like, first of all, I don't even know if your album came out. And I think there's other people who was on the show when you were on the show who albums are out before you. Melanie, start cracking skulls and taking names, bitch. Let them know it ain't going down like this. This music freaking sucks. That performance on the X Factor sucked. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. That's all I can say. It was horrible, Melanie. I ain't even, like, I watched it. I watched the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. Because I wanted to see where it was gonna go. Your mute, they put you in that ugly black ass dress. That dress was so ugly. It did nothing for your body. It did nothing for your body, and they put you in them payless ass shoes. Girl, they really fucking tried it. Just know that they're not gonna let you know that they tried it, but trust and believe they tried it so hard. Melanie, get it together. Get it together. If you trying to make it in this career, in this business, get it the hell together because you're not. It's not working. It's not working at all. With that, I'm done. Oh, what I want to tell you guys about. I lost some weight. I lost some weight. When I first started my Delta job, and I don't even like telling people this, but because I want to inspire the next. When I first started my Delta job, I was 256 pounds, almost 260. Bitch, I was a big greasy motherfucker. I was big. I was huge. I was humongous. I was, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I mean, because I'm not. Even in the moment, I was telling myself, man, you gotta do something about this. And I used to pray to God and be like, 'cause I know I didn't have the will to go to the gym every day, or to work out in my living room every day, or do anything exercise related because I was fat. Like when you fat, you just don't have the desire to do that when you're fat. You don't. Um, and so I was just telling myself, Manny, I prayed, and I told God, I said, God, please let me find a job where I can work and lose some weight, like something that's very like strenuous, and I can just, the weight can just fall off practically. And I prayed about that for a while, in 2011, and turned around and got my job at Delta Airlines, and the weight fell off fast. I just need to like start toning up, like, cause this gotta go. I'm not gonna even try to go like too hard. Start now. See how this going, right? See, I see it. See, just imagine if I like wave. Oop, you seen it? You seen it? You see it? Nobody got time for that. And so I'm going to start running because that's going to really get the pound. That's going to get everything tightened. And I'm going to look up Pilates classes because that's going to get everything tight too. Tight and flat, baby. Yeah, but I started from I was 256 when I first started Delta Airlines, and I am now 219. I've lost 56, 50, 56, 46, 36, 26. So about like um I don't know, like get like 40, 50 pounds. So that's a feat, and I'm like um I'm there. My goal weight is Mother. I am in the bedroom. Hey, Bossita. Hey. Everybody pick up the ball. I'm the ball. We barking at me when I'm in the car telling me, hurry up. For real. Keep wanting to get in the house with him. Let him out. He just came in the house? No. No, I'm saying, when I come and most of the time be smoking cigarettes, I was like, rah. I'm like, in a second, nigga, I'm smoking. You can't call a dog a nigga. I sure do. Yeah, he be barking at Alfie. He barking at Alfie? So I'm 219 now, and I'm just like really, really happy about it. I haven't been 219 in like a long time. Girl, I'm busy. And so I haven't been 219 in like so long, and I don't know. It just feels good to know that a wish came true. Not a wish, but like a prayer came true. And God is amazing. God gotta let you know some things. Trust. Gotta be like, oh, really? Like, and that's a good thing and the bad thing. He be like, oh, really? Oh, so it's gotta be like, oh, so you trying it? He be like, so you trying it? Okay. And then he be like, okay, I got you. That's why I love God. So I've been recording for almost an hour. I might as well just waste these 3 minutes. Talk about something. I need to find a boyfriend. No. Not gonna talk about that no more. What am I talking about for the next? Kelly Rowland, let's talk about this ice video. Ice, you're so nice, scorching me, you're so. I love that video, bitch. When I say Miss Kelly, girl, you went in. But Miss Kelly, you think you slick. You're trying to pull a Rhianna. That's what you're trying to do. Kelly is trying to be on everybody's song like Rhianna used to be back in the day. And like Nicki Minaj used to be back in the day. Like Lil Wayne used to be back in the day. Which isn't a bad thing because she gotta make her coins. She got to. So. Who I want to talk about? J Nova. J Nova, I love you dearly. And I want to meet you again. I want to, have, see you and I want to kick with you. I want us to be friends. I really do. But I mean, I'm content with knowing that I know you and you know who I is. And you we see each other and stuff. I'm content with that. Oh, but I want to give a shout out to my new YouTube friend. Her name is Asia Major. How she do it? Asia Major. Something like that she does. And it made me want to go like, J.Zidor. Something like that. But she can really sing, and if you guys can check her out, that'd be amazing. I don't know what I want to do. Oh, let me talk about my. Come on. Say hey. You kind of stink, girl. So. Give me a kiss. 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 No, you don't want to kiss me either? Get the hell out. Go. Be gone. Deuces. Yeah. Bye. Because you tried it, okay? Want to appear something like that on YouTube. And you want to kiss me? Just like niggas. My dog on the DL. He don't want to kiss me in front of people. Usually, he does. He don't want to kiss me. Let's find out. Somebody kiss me on that. I gotta kiss many dogs to get to a greyhound, I guess. To get to a prince. Goodbye.